West, Lieutenant Joe Krukar, call sign Goat.
Goat's in there. He was up here with me yesterday saying he was talking trash about you yesterday. He was not being a nice guy.
Oh yeah, he thinks the greatest of all time. That's how he got his call sign, I believe.
Is that right? Now I understand. It's on the roll. 32,000 pounds of thrust from the General Electric engine. This, ladies and gentlemen, gets it going with the sound of freedom. It's great to see. I hope somebody got a picture of the Hornet going right over the top of the ring. What's he going to do here for us right now, Toby?
Well, he's coming around for the high-speed pass, which is going to be dedicated to Master Warren Jim and Shemrick. He's retired artillery and just lost after a very short but usually a tough battle with Deltamers.
Very sorry to hear that, but we will honor him with his high-speed pass. Not supersonic. You're not going to bust the sound barrier today, is it?
Unfortunately not. We're going to try to get as close to it as possible, probably 0.95.
That's 0.95, the speed of sound. We might even get some vapor. So if you got your cameras going, maybe set them to video. High speed here, coming through over 660 miles per hour.
Probably about 12 to 15,000 feet a minute at that point, and he's going to top out, I'm guessing, about 10 to 12,000 feet up there.
So that's 2 miles high in a matter of seconds.
In a matter of seconds, looking down there, but it was pretty small once you turn back around.
Now, when you do that, when you pull back, do you have to, like, really contract all the muscles in the lower part of your body?
Yeah, start from your toes up to your stomach, and he's pulling about 7.5 G's right there.
That's 7.5 times his normal body weight.
It's a good way to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, increase your G tolerance. What's coming up next?
Well, this is the double limit. He's coming at 450 knots.
So he does that starting at about 525 miles an hour, 450 knots, and then does, and that's a World War I maneuver. You still doing that in the 21st century?
Just to show off how fun the Hornet is.
Well, but you could if you needed to, right?
Sure could.
It's got all the power it needs. So he's now up there 2 miles high again. In excess of 2 miles high, it looks like he's pointed straight down.
Straight down, probably idle with the speed brakes out. Wait until about 7,000 feet. He'll be left 270. And then idle. And now a nice smooth pull and setting up for the mid-radius turn.
The F-A-18 Hornet's been serving with the Navy since about 1979, and you've got some, these are getting to be old airplanes for you guys, aren't they?
Sure, I think that particular airframe has about 8,000 hours on it, but it's still amazing how well it operates.
You have some great maintainers, haven't you?
We sure do. It's amazing. Couldn't go flying any day without it.
Those are the enlisted personnel that take care. They know where every nut, bolt, screw, fastener, and part is.
Absolutely.
From the left, go to minimum radius turn.
Mid-radius turn to show off the instantaneous turn rate and basically get max aspect. Pulling about sustained 6 G's here for the entire.
Working real hard, all those muscles contracted.
How well can you sweat rolling down your eyeball?
Now, watch the tail spin. All right, now, carrier configuration. Go back in history. There was an airplane known as the YF-17, a competitor to the United States Air Force, and which won as the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, and everybody thought that the YF-17 was going to be in a scrap heap or in some aviation museum, but the Navy needed a new airplane, didn't it?
That's right, thank the Navy, and we can operate anywhere in the world if anything we're given. We took the Air Force, a good idea, we made it better.
Beefed it up, but the 2 engines was one of the big things,
That's
right?
right, 2 engines. especially when targeting around the carrier environment. If you lose one, you definitely want the other to be able to bring it back aboard.
The carrier configuration pass now. Goat has lowered the landing gear, lowered the flaps, and one other thing.
Yep, that's the tail hook. A little bit difficult to see right now, but as you pass the show center, you'll be able to see that, which is amazing. It's not that thick, but it catches the wire and you're able to stop something with 34,000 pounds in a matter of seconds on the carrier deck.
In less than 400 feet or something like that.
That's about right. That's car crash every time.
See that tail hook that comes by the clouds there? Now you're going to go Europe left of
just use the thrust to weight ratio to power up over the top. Maybe top out at 45 minutes. Maybe you can see double digits in the bud. Back down, 40 degrees in the slow, it's just going to get to that
2,500 feet, rolls it up right, and there's some good vapor coming off the airplane. Raw afterburner that we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know what that means raw jet fuel is being poured into the exhaust. And it gives the Hornet a huge kick in the pants, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Just dumping fuel to get lit on fire. This is all that stuff.
Gets you into a fight or out of a fight very quickly, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, as long as you're able to use it, you can basically power out of a lot of dangerous situations.
Although what you don't want to happen is leave it in afterburner, because how long would it take for the full bag of gas, as you guys say, to use up all the gas if it stayed at full burner?
We could run ourselves out of gas in about 9 minutes.
9 minutes? So you got to be careful. There is a limit, right?
There is definitely a limit.
Direction. What is it? Is this because you've got control of the length of your hand? What is it? Is that right?
Oh, that's it. The computer, you basically tell the jet what you want to do, and the computer figures it all out after that.
So you can change pitch and angle just as fast as you want to.
Absolutely. It's unbelievable. That's one of the more fun maneuvers as well.
All right, what's coming up next? It looks like he's slowing down.
Setting up for the high alpha pass. That's one of the goods of the F-18 is basically its pitch authority. It's also its ability to fly really slow and potentially use that in a dogfight.
So alpha, ladies and gentlemen, means angle of attack, and that's the number of degrees the nose is pitched up or below the relative wind, in this case the horizon. So how high is he going to pitch or pull up that nose?
He'll be at 25 degrees nose high, and he'll be basically maintaining level flight. You can see the 25 degrees nose high pitch attitude, however, his plane of motion is traveling level across the sky.
So he comes in, pulls back the power, pulls the nose up, and then adds power?
Yep. After about 18 degrees, it really starts to require a little bit more power, and that's what you see basically power come up. And hopefully it does it right here. You're going to hear a lot of throttle modulation.
thought I saw burners. I thought I saw the orange glow there. He's a blower. We call it blower? Blower. Yep. So that's afterburner when the raw jet fuel's into the exhaust. What's coming up? Carrier burning. Well, now explain something to me on this, Toby, because when he comes through, he's coming through really fast. Why does he approach so fast if he's going to land?
Well, sometimes you don't have a lot of sea space, and you've got to recover a lot of aircraft quickly. So the quicker you can come in, the more you can get aboard, the more combat effective you are.
So how fast at this point?
450 knots.
Big time right now. Is that what he does?
Exactly. About 350 knots, leading down to maybe 250 by the 90 or perpendicular to the runway, and then putting the gear down maybe to the 45, and obviously hook up at this point, since we're not going to be taking the draft on the runway. But in actuality, you need to hook down, and that's the last thing you want to check, to make sure you're actually taking your rest in. Otherwise, just hook up. You see that every once in a while, or you get to your landing checklist and force you to go around.
Ooh, you don't want to do that. That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. That's when the boss comes up and tells you the naval aviation you got to put your hook down and land.
Oh my goodness. Now, on this runway, is there, I've been told that there's a painted landing area on this runway. Is that there?
There sure is. Every time we come into land, we try to practice and better our landing skills. So we have a simulated carrier landing box.
So it looks just the same size as the carrier landing area on the Eisenhower or whatever.
Exactly. And line of control is one of the more difficult things with landing on the carrier, so we try to practice that every time.
Now, is this standard descent right here? This looks a little more gentle.
It's a little more gentle. We'll see the standard where you maintain angle of attack like we talked about before, and you will not flare to land like some of our other services.
And civilians. Okay, oh, look at that. So he got right on the power.
Right on the power pole.
Now let's talk about that angle of attack. You find out when you said the ball. Tell us about the ball.
Well, the ball is basically a light source that looks like, that's what we call carrier aviation. It just looks like a ball, so rather than try to describe a light source, we just call it the beam ball as a ball. We try to put it between a horizontal, basically a horizontal row of lights. If it's low, you could hit the back of the ship. If it's high, you're going to go past those wires.
So you actually have a visual landing aid in addition to the instrumentation that you have. Photo pass coming in from the right. Get your cameras on this. Here comes the A-18C Hornet, used in both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. The Strike Fighter Squadron 106, the Gladiators. Come on, go! You're going to grade him on this?
We'll talk about that later.
This sounds like a little rivalry among demo pilots.
You gotta have something.
That's
Gotta have something.
But you're all, it's like inter-service rivalry. Ultimately, you're all in the same fight, aren't you?
Right. Just trying to get it better every day.
Who's your commanding officer for VFA 106?
Commander John Green, call sign school.
Well, we are grateful to him and to you. Is he going to come back and do a carrier breakdown to land this time?
Sure will. Just rinse, wash, repeat from the previous one. We'll stop this time.
All right. Watch for 450 knots, 525 miles per hour. Look for the burners and the tailpipe. You'll pull that throttle back a little bit now. Now, when he puts on the speed brakes, how does he turn on speed brakes and what are they?
It's pretty easy. All it is basically a long board in between the vertical stabs. It's about 4 feet long, and all it is throttle actuation. It's a little flick of the switch, and it pops up a large board powered by hydraulics. And it's amazing how high speed you can actually put that thing out. It definitely works.
Big brake.
Big brake. Big brake. Super Hornet, a little less so. The Hornet has a better speed brake in this case.
With its 32,000 pounds of thrust, the ability to fly well past the speed of sound,
Absolutely.
it can get in and out very, very quickly, and like the Navy's versions, the F/A-18C model Hornets, they're called the Legacy Hornets because they've been around for a while. How much longer do you think the Navy's going to be flying the C model?
I think until 2030.
2030, perhaps. I would say that Navy is taking really good care of all of our taxpayers' airplanes.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us, and we could not do without y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, one big round of applause for GOAT. And the full name for GOAT again is?
Joe Krukar.
Joe Krukar, touching down at Naval Air Station Oceana, the first jet demo of the day, and we're thrilled that he did a perfect demo for us here. By the way, look at the blinking light on the tail. See him, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The Super Hornet's a little different. You can see it. It's a way to tell them apart at night.
A little different, especially when you're tanking off the carrier. They'll put another light source on, so you know if you're going up on a Hornet, Super Hornet, or a tanker. Hopefully not. Hopefully you don't confuse them with may or may not have done it at some point in my life.
We hope you won't. John, keep very, very much.